Hey Clashers, we have a new big event starting tomorrow in Clash of Clans with a new Barbarian King equipment, with new event troop, and with a new event spell on top. So you can tell already there's a lot we should talk about today in the video, but let's take a look first off at the event pass. As always, there's going to be a free-to-play pass, and then there's going to be the event pass, which you can purchase to actually get even more ores unlocked. But how do you actually play through the pass? Well, as always, you have to collect some special medals to actually upgrade the pass and get through all of those different rewards. And in this event, you're going to get them with just sniping some specific buildings. Not 3 stars, it's all about just sniping some buildings to get those event tokens to then get progress in your event pass. For this one, it is typically defenses, and the Town Hall gives you bonus points as well. Overall, we got 450 of those points with this attack, which is already pretty decent, and you can climb through this pass really quickly. But there is obviously as well the event troop and the event spell. We will talk about that in just a second, because before we're doing so, I would love to talk about the epic equipment. The epic equipment for the Barbarian King, the spiky ball. As well, you can unlock with the points you're going to collect through the pass. You can unlock the new Queen skin as well, but we should take a look at the spiky ball. He's kind of similar to what the Royal Champion Shield is, but overall, it is not only targeting defenses, it is targeting everything, which means you have to actually plan it, but it's really powerful. A lot of damage lies within this equipment, and you can as well control it with an invisibility spell to make sure that you're directing it in which direction it's going to bounce. With that, you can get really deep into a base, activate invis towers, take down buildings with adding an earthquake or a lightning spell, and can get a ton of value. A ton of value as well is obviously when you're buying the event pass, which means you can unlock even more ores to upgrade then the equipments faster. Which means if you're thinking about buying any of the event passes, or for example in-game offers and such things, make sure to support your favorite content creator out there. If you want to support me, it is code iTzu. But if you're buying anything, just think about it twice and maybe just consider using the Supercell store website, because things over there are either insane offers, or for example, if you buy the gold pass or the event pass, they're the same price, but you can collect overall then bonus points for the website, which results in special rewards, which are typically gems, or potions, or just books in general. So overall, it makes way more sense for you to buy it there if you're considering buying it anyways, if it's actually available in your country. And as an in-game, if you want to support a creator, you can just use Codeit if you want to support me and this channel. Really appreciate that, but now let's dive into the event stuff again, because I feel like everyone wants to know how the new event troop works, which is, that is right, it is the giant thrower. Let's quickly claim it so we can take a look at how it actually works. So what it does is it takes the ball and throws it into the battlefield. That's right, it's going to bounce similar to like a Super Bowler 3 times, which means it's overall quite some damage. Every single bounce is going to deal 1650 damage, but something really important to note is that the damage is multiplied if you're using, for example, the rage aura of the Warden, using a rage spell, for example, so you can really boost this damage up, that you can take down even merged cannons, which is one of the most hit point buildings in the game, really easily without any issues. The thing overall is that it can be really powerful. The next thing as well can be incredibly powerful, which is the new event spell. This is like the mini version of the overgrowth spell, which means it is only one spell slot, but it only targets one defense. Now you might think, well, that sounds kind of awful. No, it's actually really good, making sure that you can take down some specific buildings which have a lot of impact. I will show you. So we're going in with an all-dragon attack. Obviously, we could play some test dunes, whatever, but hey, test dunes are for chickens. We are going in with all dragons, okay? If there's black mines, we take it, and we just hopefully see a 3-star. But we're just going in from the flank and using the spell on the sweeper, which means this spell with air attacks is a huge game changer. You can make sure that in sweeper is just doing nothing. Then we're just going with the super minion blimp. Obviously, you can just play whatever you want. Super archer, super minion, super wizards, whatever you're putting inside a blimp. I like to bring the super minions on this example. And with that, we're completely taking down the entire base, because the one key component, the sweeper, which you typically had to invest at least 2 spell capacity, which means 2 lightnings, or had to invest a ton of freezes to make sure that it's non-stop not shooting, we can just use now 1 spell and it's not going to do anything anymore. So really, really nice improvement for all of those air attacks, which right now are kind of suffering a little bit, but mainly not because they're not strong. It's more about like Root Riders are just stronger, I guess. So this is now going to bring the dragon and overall air attacks more in line with the Root Rider attacks as well, because sweepers could have sometimes been a big game changer. With this spell, not anymore. And you can see that already with me just swagging the Royal Champion, the entire Royal Champion, not even placing it in this specific attack. Obviously now, how do we combine all of the new stuff together? Which means the epic equipment, the new event troop, and the new event spell. All of that in just one attack. Let me show you, because I think there's especially one strategy or one type of strategy which is benefiting from all 3 of those new things. And that is, well, we have kind of already seen it. It's in general air attacks. For this next specific example, we're going to take some Electro Dragons, but the idea is pretty much the similar thing. Whenever there's air sweepers, we're going to take it out. If there's not, we can do some other base, or I can take down some other buildings. On this base, we're going from the back of the sweepers, so we can take down the eagle and make it completely useless over the entire attack. As well, the Barbarian King is incredible to snipe defenses and air defenses, the same as the giant thrower, taking down another defense, another air defense, and making sure that the funnel is set. The Electro Dragons can only go one direction, and everything already looks really, really promising as an opener. So the giant thrower is really amazing to set things up and make sure that the start is happening as you're hoping for, and then the Electro Dragons can finish things off. So overall, air attacks are getting a huge buff during the event, because it feels like everything added is kind of catering towards them. But something which is really cool about the new event troop is that if you're cloning them, they're kind of resetting their ability, which means if you're cloning an giant thrower which has already used the ability, the cloned troop has the ability again, which is kind of cool. The only challenge here is to get them into the core, because as always, you cannot put event troops inside a blimp, which is kind of the tricky thing about this, but it's still a cool mechanic, I guess. But I would love to hear how you would actually use all of this new stuff. How would you use the epic equipment? I think it can be really cool, really powerful. I would kind of compare it with the Eternal Tome and the Fireball equipment of the Warden. It can be really powerful, but it's just a little bit of like synergy base, while the epic gauntlet from the Barbarian King is nearly always good, but the spiky ball can be really good as well for some strategies. But again, it's not like an all-rounder kind of as the other equipment, like the Eternal Tome, for example. But I would love to hear your opinion. I would love to hear how you would use the Giant Thrower, the Yellow Card spell, and the new Spiky Ball equipment. Let me know what you think about all of that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next video. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.